everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm joined today by my co-host, Tiffany Vig, and we're talking the Your Saltwater Guide rod today. It's so exciting. I'm super excited about this. And there's so much to talk about, gang. The California International Boat Show's going on in Anaheim in April. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We got the PCS show coming up. Tiffany and I are going to be super busy. Her dad might even be busy. We got some big trade show stuff going on, gang, and I'm super excited. I just got off the phone with Bill DePriest, and he wanted to make sure that Tiffany was going to be right next to us and Daniel Rubin and everybody. So making it all happen. It's going to come out really spectacular, and then rolling into the California International Boat Show in April. It's just a great time to be in the industry, right, Tiffany?
Oh, it is. It's absolutely phenomenal right now. All the different shows that we got going, getting ready for. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to see all the people that I haven't seen in a year and meet the new people that are coming in. New signups to the website. There's Daniel Rubin in the flesh, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that guy. God, he's
handsome. Guys.
What a handsome young man. So
thank you, right?
We're going to get going here in just a second. Gang, I just want to let you all know that Kelly and I really appreciate all the love we got yesterday doing our little show together, talking. It's always a pleasure to have Kelly on the show. And
I'm sorry I couldn't be there.
That's okay, Daniel. Just be quiet for a minute. Dave's talking. So, gang, I want to tell you all, thank you for all the heartfelt wishes about Marley. We got pictures today. He's doing just phenomenal over at the veterinarian's house. He's living the best life he can live. He's getting brushed with the toothbrush just like Kelly used to brush him. He's eating food that I've never even seen before. So don't worry, guys. Marley's doing great. Kelly's recovering. She's doing okay. You know, if she doesn't see a picture of Marley, she's not too sad. And then Daniel Rubin, I'm not tapping the little monkey on the head anymore like you tell me every time.
I didn't hear the story. You guys adopted him out for a home to take care of him?
Yeah, I gave him to the veterinarian that's been in charge of taking care of him for 5 years. Okay. She really, really wanted him. Her family wanted him. And after 5 years, we've decided that we did all we could do for him, but he needs to move on and have a better life. And it was just not, he wasn't growing. He wasn't getting, I mean, Kelly and I did a great job, and Kelly spent 24 hours a day, 7 days a week worrying about him. But he's with a veterinarian now that's good with monkeys, and
now we get to see both of you at the same time in California.
Absolutely, we're coming to the PCS show. We're coming to the California International Boat Show. We're both going to be up there. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. This guy's even going to join us at the show. What's up?
Avast McCarty, yo ho.
Hey, buddy. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Tiffany. I'm sorry, Tiffany, but I'm going to throw you under the bus. Tiffany's very worried that you're not going to like the rods, Daniel, because the guides are too big.
You told her, dude, you've only heard it once. Well, maybe more than that. I hear it every time I talk to her. It's all, you know what? Steve only gets one of those rods, Tiffany. So you only have to worry about Steve on one of those and the other ones that were made. It's going to be fine, you guys.
I told her she's way too worried about it.
Fishing rod, you guys. It's a fishing rod. We can make another one.
Yeah. I told her you're way too worried about it. You're the only one that really understands or cares. And she said, yeah, that's what my dad said. I'm like, yeah, listen to your father.
Be fine.
Do you know how many times he's heard me say that he's not going to like this? He's not going to like this.
I'll bet he's tired of hearing it.
I'm thinking all the years out on the boat together, you know, when she was worried about, oh, you know, the paint on this lure is starting to be a little bit chipped, you know, or things like that. And I'm going, I don't think the passenger is going to care, and I know the fish isn't going to care. Just go hook a fish with it, and everybody will be happy. And everything about it. She's such a perfectionist.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
I am not happy with it, but hey.
Another funny part is
Tiffany, enough about it. It's gonna be fine.
Another fun part of it is her classes, and she's got another one starting tomorrow. We can talk about that. But her classes, I listen to her giving these things, and I can see the joy that she has in teaching. You can hear it. It just comes out clear, and people love that, But before and after the class, she's all worried. Are they going to like the way I've organized this, the way I've planned it? And afterwards, did they really like it? And she has people coming back and referring other people, and obviously everyone likes it, right? She's just such a perfectionist. But you got one starting.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's good. That's awesome.
Is there one starting tomorrow, or is it the next day? It's the next
Saturday is the new class that starts up for the new 15-week course on Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific time. Okay, well, that's good. Another weekend class. Been a little while since you did a Saturday one. And I know that you've got people signed up from all over the country.
Oh, yeah.
But so far, no one from another country signed up yet for this one, right? Everybody's domestic?
This Saturday, everyone so far, there's still today and tomorrow to sign up, but so far everybody's United States.
Okay.
Yeah.
It isn't always that way. I know you've had Canada, Australia, and wherever else, but yeah.
Portugal, all sorts of different countries. It's pretty unique, and the system has, if somebody comes in and doesn't speak English, there's an interpreter right there built in. So I will say something and it will get interpreted into their language. They'll say something and it gets interpreted into English. Nice. So there's no language barrier. It's been broken. That barrier has been broken through interpreter, AI interpretation, but so far it works really well.
Nice.
And throughout the podcast, we'll throw the QR code up for the class that starts Saturday morning. We'll throw that up there. But Daniel Rubin, you still got some great sales going on, right, with the ReelQuicks?
We do. We have some good stuff going on. I do want to mention the first thing that's going on is Matt Ryan is ordering a rod, and he's ordering a reel that we haven't adapted to yet. So we like this because it makes us go out and get the adaptation done and get the thing manufactured. So I didn't just order the reel that he wanted. I ordered all of the levels of the Cortez. So I have them for sale when we adapt to them. I think it's same foot on all three, but I haven't looked at the bottom of them yet. So we're going to adapt to the Cortez. I think it's a 5, a 10, and a 12. I did not get the 65. It was going out of my budget, but we got those 3 reels getting dropped at my house today. All unpin it, give it to Steve at his house. He'll make the design for the foot, reprint it. We make sure it fits on the bottom of the reel and screws in right. And these happen to be pinned reels, so we are not threading the reel, by the way. We're not damaging the reel except removing their foot. My ReelQuick foot is going to have the threads in it, so it's a super strong connection. Will never break. And I'm hoping to have those back by the time the show comes. We're going out of the box. Still don't have that solid production manufacturer that I'm waiting for from Mr. Batson and Batson Enterprises. So we're going to send this off to Geometry for bid and see how the product comes back through that system with the anodizing, with the laser engraving, with everything included on it. The laser engraving, that's the laser engraving on the foot that I'm talking about. We've had a couple of pieces made, but we didn't go through the whole process of having the anodizing, the laser engraving, have a finished part. And I'm hoping, they're saying 2 weeks once we put the bid in, and you guys just, everybody like this, because then I'll be able to do production pricing. The pricing that we got is really good, like $10 for a foot, where I've been paying $35 for a foot for prototyping prices that I can't sell those things for $50 a foot. We need to get this price down. As much as I disagree with Steve about going out to Xometry and getting those parts, I agree with them a lot more now that I'm not able to get somebody to make them for us like on a timely fashion. Only part I'm worried about is every time you do it, you go to a different manufacturer and the finish might be just a little different here or there. But for now, that's going to work out good. I'm going to be just fine with that. Nobody, just like Tiffany's all paranoid. Nobody's going to look at the foot once it's screwed onto their reel. It's going to slide on and off of their gear just the same as the finished ones. So we have really good stuff going on, Dave. The next few weeks, we're going to be talking about production and prices and what I can sell this stuff for. So back to your original question, yes, all the rods I have in stock, I'm giving them to you guys at 25% off the MSRP that Melton's or these guys sell that in identical rod for. So if it's a $400 rod from Melton's, Seeker, or whatever that rod is, it's 25% off. So you'll get it for $300 instead of $400. It's a huge savings just on the rod alone. And then the other part is I'm giving the reels that I have in stock pretty much at the cost that I buy them for. I bought all these reels for display at the shows. I'll sell them pretty much at my cost. You are going to have to pay for the foot on it. But once we put the combos together of what you want, it's going to be significantly less with my ReelQuick system on it than it is without it, with the Alps, with a Fuji. I'm sorry if I'm talking too loud. I'm super excited right now. Having a great time. So, Dave, does that answer your question? Anybody can call and just get an amazing deal on this stuff right now. Once I get the production pricing on this stuff, I'm going to bring this into a level where anybody can wrap a rod, bring it to your rod wrapper, and the prices are going to be amazing. I'm thinking right now this is $85, and it's a little steep for a reel seat. I want these into the customer's hands at 50, and the rod wrappers will get them for a little less so they can make money on it. They buy them from me and take them to their rod wrappers, one thing. All the rod wrappers around the planet right now that are asking for pricing on this will get a significant discount so they can make money on it. And at the same time, then it's going on Tiffany's website. She's been asking me for pricing on it, and I haven't really been able to give her pricing that makes it any realistic or any reality. So it's all coming very soon. And I'm super impatient. This has been a 6-year thing. I'm patient. I'm here for the long haul. So we're just waiting for pricing, waiting for Bill Batson's team to get back to me, waiting for that Cortez reel to come in so we can send it to Xometry. They'll give us the pricing that it's 2-week turnaround. I'm going to multiple paths right now. I just started looking into manufacturing in Mexico, right over the border. And there's a ton of places that have very high tech machine shops that I'm going to go visit a couple. I'm going to make appointments, bring my parts down with me, and I'm on multiple paths right now. Multitasking 2 jobs, multitasking manufacturing for ReelQuick. So I've got, lots of irons in the fire.
Well, one thing I've been watching and paying attention to a lot, Daniel and Dave and Tiffany, is AI. AI and how the whole world's going to be different in a year and a half, 2 years. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So you're probably waited enough time that magic's going to happen here, Daniel, because I think manufacturing, as Dave Bacon and I grew up learning about, it's all going to change very, very rapidly and very, very quickly. And it's going to happen here in America that it hasn't happened here in America for a very, very long time. And this is going to be super exciting to
Dave,
see what's going on.
I use AI. I've been using AI all morning. It's just,
Yeah.
if you're not using the tools in front of you, you are not being competitive. I use it all. I use Grok. I use the one on Twitter or whatever, X. It's a good one. And I use it all day when I'm searching for something, when I want to write something, when I'm trying to figure something out. You go straight to that first. And yeah, if you're not using it and you're a competitor of mine, stop using it. No, I'm joking. It's a really good idea to use it. If you're not using the tools that are in front of you, you are behind the times. So
Well,
thank
you
you.
don't have a competitor, so
Not yet. Yeah. All right.
I use AI in my work.
yeah.
Good.
And,
Good job.
You know, there's certain things I can tell you. AI does not know how to run a boat. I can tell you that. Okay, but there are things AI knows how to do that can save us a lot of time, and I use it.
How about you? How about the captain using it to run the boat? The captain's always got to be there, but researching how to do stuff, how your electronics work. If you're going to go look for a manual and try and find it, the AI just brings you straight to it. So yeah, it can't. We don't have a robot with AI. No, no, no. That would be crazy. But if a captain's not using it, they're behind. They're not being competitive because yeah, it's just the internet. It's everything on the internet at your fingertips. You're going to try and research stuff on the internet without using AI. You have to go search it out. When you use AI, bam, it's right there in front of you in 1 second, 10 seconds, let's say. But yeah, it's a tool that's great. But yeah, it's not driving the boat yet. It's driving Tesla. It's driving those cars.
It
So
ain't gonna drive
too old.
boats.
Yeah.
It'll never drive boats. It may drive a boat from point A to point B, but it ain't gonna drive a boat. I don't see it ever happening. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't see AI figuring out there's a bird school right off your bow,
And yeah, I get
you
it.
gotta anchor up next to this boiler rock. It would be pretty way out of there.
Planes are
Gypsy Boy says,
taking off with it, so don't be. It ain't too far off, man. It's just crazy the acceleration of what's going on, but who knows? We'll see.
There's some ethical considerations for us too. Ethical considerations for us, like, you know, I've written how many thousands of articles that have been published, and I know that I could upload all of those into an AI system and then give it a topic, and it would spit out an article that looks like I wrote it. I mean, that exists. That's pretty easy actually to do at this point. But we also have to put our own ethics into anything we do. And I could not bring myself to do that. I could not sign that because, you know, one person would argue, okay, you put all your work into AI. AI knows your style. It took your information, your style, put it together into this article. What's wrong with that? I appreciate that point can be argued. It just comes down to my ethics. Okay, I understand that. But I didn't sit and write that article. So I just, you know, we each have to take AI at its value, but inject our own ethics into it.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just talking. The only thing I'm thinking is manufacturing is going to be absolutely incredible in the next year. And then Justin, he's got this 3D printer that's just spitting out stuff that I can't even comprehend. It's just absolutely amazing. I think that, yeah, there's going to be this wave of things that we can't even comprehend. So I just wanted to say that for Daniel's sake, for bringing the manufacturing into effect. But Tiffany, you've been working on this. I'm going to show this video and then we'll show. Well, wait. You know what?
You say real quick.
Let's show everybody, Daniel, what we're talking about with the ReelQuick system. Then we'll get into Tiffany's video, okay?
What was that last thing you said about this?
Look at what this ReelQuick reel seat's all about.
Yeah.
All right, gang, your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. We're down here at the Pacific Coast Sportfishing Show, and I'm with Daniel Rubin, the creator of the ReelQuick reel seat system. This is an amazing, amazing product.
You guys check this out. ReelQuick Fishing is a dovetail connection. It is in the unlocked position for simplicity here. Comes right off the rod with a dovetail connection. No more screws, no more clamps on the back. Goes on the rod just like that, and we can lock this in place. Turn of a pin. This is strong. This is not coming off of this rod. ReelQuickFishing.com. Dave, you want to add anything to this?
The really cool part about this is the simplicity of it. I fish hard all the time. I hold my rod the proper way. I know a lot of you don't. A lot of you have your hand back here. You always want to have your hand in front of the reel. That's the way that the whole design was made to do, is do it the right way. Normally, when you grab it the right way, you're dealing with the ferrule screws right here. And when you're grabbing it and undoing it, the screws keep coming undone. There's none of that happening anymore. It's a very easy system to use the right way. I was blown away when I saw this. I thought it would add a lot of weight to the rod. Actually,
takes a ton of the weight away. It's pretty an amazing, amazing product. You guys have to check it out. You'll be blown away by the durability, the usability, if that's even a word, usability, but it's absolutely incredible. I'm super impressed with the product. I got to fish with it a bunch in Alaska. I fished with it in Southern California, and I can't wait to catch a rooster fish on it. It's an absolute amazing product. You can grab the QR code right there on the screen. Go over there and check it out yourself. Daniel's phone number is on the top of every page on the website, ReelQuick Fishing. Check it all out and give him a call and let him know. The whole key about this thing that's going on nowadays is we actually answer our phone and talk to you about the product. There's not too many companies left on the planet that actually talk to you. So when you call us, you don't get a guy in India. You actually get Daniel or Dave or Tiffany. You get to talk to us because we think that's, well, I know for a fact that separates me from every other company out there, every other website out there. You get to talk to me. You might not want to talk to me, but those of you that do want to talk to me, it's pretty impressive. When a new member signs up to the website, the first thing they do, and it blows their minds, if they put their phone number in, is I call them. They're blown away. They're like, I didn't expect a call from you. That's why I called you, man. And then we build a relationship that way. Most of my members of the 5,000, I'd say 2,900 of them are friends now. And a lot of them are very close personal friends. We've been around now for almost 10 years as far as the website goes. So that separates us from everybody else. Gang, I'm super excited about the rod Tiffany's building, Your Saltwater Guide rod, and there's already some pre-orders coming in. People want them. Check this out, and then we'll stop the video, and Tiffany will talk about what she's doing here because she's doing so much. She sped this thing up. So check it out. It's pretty amazing. And Tiffany, if you want to talk about it while we're watching.
I do on this one. I like to put a little bit of a cushion down before I actually weave on the cording. In that little blue tape, I'm wrapping it around so I can cut a straight line. And I just kind of use that as a straight line and then peel it off. Now here's the beginning stages of weaving. This is the start of how I weave the rear grip into. That's going so fast, I can't talk that fast. So I finally made a loop and put the cord into it, and I'm just pulling it out, going in and out, loop to loop, loop to loop. And how I came with this program or this this style is by watching my grandmother weave and knit and kind of combining the two together. You know, a knitting pattern and a crochet pattern, kind of putting it together, tightening it up. It took me about 2 years to perfect this. It's not something that's quick and easy to do. It's time consuming, but the end result is one of the best grips there is. You can use it for a rail rod, stand-up rod, decorative, whatever you want to use it for. And this one I'm going to be doing a little bit more than just a one color thing. I'm actually going to do a fade, and it's going to start to black and it will end fading into the purple. And that little tool I use to, you know, to bring it, pull it away so I can fit the cord in, and then I cinch it down after I get the cord all the way in. And I'm just pulling as fast as I can all of the cording. Now it will get tangled up because it's rope, and you just have to, you know, easily untangle it by using your finger like I'm doing here, because it will twist, and so you got to untwist it as you go. And even though you're pulling it away, you're cinching the rest of it down. Each time you pull a loop out, you're cinching the rest for it down. Very repetitive. So once you get, you know, the basic and the beginning down, the rest of it would be pretty repetitive on this part. And you can do the same color and just have that pattern go from beginning to end. And what you saw me do before I actually started the cording work of it is I put a very thin cork tape underneath it. And I like to, when I'm first putting cork tape down, I like cutting it at an angle, like a little triangle on the top. That way, when I'm rolling it on, as you can see, it will just roll on side by side, and I don't have to worry about part of it hanging off. Some people like to put the cord on without cutting it, or not the cord, the cork tape without cutting it, but you still got to cut it off at the end. For me, doing it first and then rolling it on like the video showed you, for me it's a lot easier than putting the cork then having to cut it.
Oh yeah. Here, check it out a little bit more.
And it's almost to where I switch colors. And so after this one, when I get to a certain length before I start going in, I'm then going to be working with 2 different strands instead of 1 strand. Right now, I'm working with just 1 strand. Every time you add a color to it, then you're adding another strand to it. Here, I'm going to heat up the end so it's hard. And now I'm going to add a purple to it, because Captain Dave Hansen wants his grip black and purple.
And it's a great color purple. I'm super excited. That is so cool. That is super cool.
And I melt the ends and then I'll tape it down. And I like the reason why I use a cork tape on the bottom also is because when you're working with cord and you're creating a grip with it, you want something that bites down on it. For me, I don't like putting epoxy or cement under cord because it changes the color of it. So when I'm needing something that the cord will bite down on, I'll use the cork tape. If you don't put cork tape or something, you can use, I use different types of material. This case, it's got a little cushion to it. If you just put the cord on it, you're not spiral wrapping it. You are, you're weaving it. So you can actually have parts of it that would slide. So that's why I want something that bites down and something that's going to be durable and something that has a little bit more of a cushion feel to it instead of rope on blank. It's a hard feel. But when you put something underneath it like this cork tape, you have a little bit more softer feel. Not a soft feel where it's like cushy, but a softer feel than just rope on a blank straight. You'll see at the show when I bring it, you can feel it. If Captain Dave Hansen lets you. But here's where I've started to add the purple, and it's going to be a fade. I'll do a couple rotations of this and then switch to black.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people touching this rod.
And each week as I do some more, I'll be videoing it and showing you the update of what it looks like and what I'm doing. And you can see how it looks.
That's so cool. I'm so impressed. That's pretty spectacular.
How long do you think this section took to do?
It looks like it took about 6 minutes.
Looks like it. That's about 4 hours of work right there.
Shut the front door.
Yep.
Wow. That's insane. That's so cool, though. I love that. I love the way you weave it together. That is just awesome.
Oh, wait till next week. Next week, when you see more to it, you'll be like, whoa. What do you think, Daniel?
Yeah, wait till you see the reel seat on it.
Yep.
Dave, I was going to ask you, you're doing black and purple. We got colored reel seats now.
Sweet.
We could do a purple one.
Black or a purple. Absolutely. Hey, you guys, I want to tell you something real quick. The California International Boat and Outdoor Adventure Show is coming to the Anaheim Convention Center from April 9th to the 12th. This thing is going to be huge. It's packed with boats, gear, outdoor rigs, travel ideas, and everything that makes our California lifestyle what it is. If you've been thinking about upgrading your boat, tow package, overland rig, learning something new, or checking out what's happening in our world, this is the show you need to be at. I'll be at the California International Boat and Outdoor Show on Thursday, April 9th, leading a live session all about fishing smarter from your boat. I'm breaking down the exact tips and techniques that help you find fish faster, make better decisions on the water, and bring home results you can be proud of. The same things that I teach on my website all the time, I'm going to be doing it live in front of you at the boat show. If you follow my weekly game plans or watch my videos, you already know I like to keep things real and give you the info that actually works. Come spend some time with me, ask your questions, and get yourself set up for a stronger season on the water. I'm fired up for the show. It's one of California's premier events, bringing together the people, products, and ideas that define our boating and outdoor community. I can't wait to see you there. Talk fishing and spend a great day together. Can't wait to see you all there. And Tiffany's going to be there, and Dave Bacon's going to be there, and Daniel Rubin's going to be there, gang. This is going to be a great show. It's at the Anaheim Convention Center. It's never been done before, so it's going to be at the Anaheim Convention Center. So get ready to come to the Anaheim Convention Center April 9th. I'll be speaking there 10th, 11th. It's going to be an absolutely incredible show. Tiffany will be wrapping rods. A lot of our members will be showing off their rods at the show. It's going to be absolutely incredible. You can come check it out, ask questions, hang out with Tiffany, hang out with Dave Bacon, hang out with Daniel Rubin, and hang out with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it.
Dave, do we have a flyer on that, or Tiffany, that we can all collaborate and do a major social media blast out? I don't think I've seen a flyer on it.
Yeah, it's all coming together right now. It's all coming together. We're going to have everything. Probably Monday or Tuesday, we'll have all that stuff. I'll collaborate with all of you at it. That's the key. Get out in front of the 900,000 followers I have and let them all see what's going on. That's the whole key to this whole thing. And we're working with them and we're collaborating with them, and it's going to be an absolute phenomenal show. So
I can't wait.
We'll collaborate and I'll do all the things that we need to do to make this a spectacular show.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for it.
No, it's going to be cool.
I can't wait to see all of my students' rods that they've built out there, get to meet them in person. That's one of the things that's a drawback is I don't get to really meet them in person until these shows that we do. Then I get to meet all these people I've been talking to and showing how to do stuff. And then when I finally get to a show, I finally get to meet them, and it's like family.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Kelly and I can't wait for, is coming to the show and meeting all the members and all the followers. It's just absolutely incredible, and it's a big family.
One of the funny things about this show that it's a jawbreaker on me is every single show we go to, you'll be talking to somebody that you haven't seen since the last show, and which is like a year ago, and you end up taking off with that conversation that you ended the year before, like there was no time in between. And it's just incredible how the relationships form and talking to people and then going back the following year. And it's like there was no year gap there. You just started right back in with the same conversation and picked it up.
Exactly. It's like you didn't miss a beat. You're right back where you were a year ago. It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm super excited to be there, and it should be fun. That's for sure. So Tiffany, Dave, what's going on? What do you guys got besides this phenomenal rod your daughter's wrapping for me? What else is going on in the Dave Bacon Tiffany world? You're muted.
Dad, you're muted.
There you go.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay. There was a comment earlier I was amused at. I think it was Jeff mentioned the Ling Slayer, how we can't find our Ling Slayer anymore. And that was just the funnest story. Tiffany and I help people catch a whole bunch of really big, fine lingcod over a lot of years. And I love lingcod. I really enjoy them. See, I call them a lingosaur. It's the only fish I'll nickname after a dinosaur because they've earned it. Okay. And they haven't changed much since the period of the dinosaurs because they don't need to. Well, we know that they like shiny lures, and we know that they like live baits. So I kind of just grabbing whatever was on the boat, put things together one day. I had a Hopkins spoon with a hammered pattern, chrome, and I had a lead head, pretty good sized lead head, And I took the hook off the Hopkins spoon and attached the lead head, and then put a nice big tail on the lead head, and put that down so it's an articulated jig. And when you drop it down and jig it real actively, it just rattles and rumbles, and the two pieces of metal banging together makes noise too. And it just quickly became the most successful lingcod lure I've ever used. And so we had a tackle shop for many years. So I used to sit in the back and make a bunch of ling slayers and put them out, and then they'd be gone in like a day. People would buy them all up. I go, okay, I'll order some more. But that was the funnest thing. And hey, I just want to thank, I think it was Jeff mentioned that, for bringing back a good memory, and I'm glad he's still making them and they're working.
Absolutely. Yes. John Stanley's already pre-ordering the Your Saltwater Guide rod. I don't know if he let Tiffany know yet or not, but he wants
I
one.
know now.
He wants one bad. Yeah. He's got the Your Saltwater Guide tattoo.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he does. You'll see.
And Daniel, do you have a question here? Is asking if you have the ReelQuick for the Tesoro 5N.
Yeah, I have about 12 of those reels left, and we can I have some ones. I have 5 loose feet that we can put on their reel if they already have one. If they want to buy a reel, they should get it from me because I'm discounting those reels significantly. So both ways. Yeah. My number's on the top of every page on the website. Just give me a call. That's Dave Hansen's favorite reel.
Yes, it is.
Caught a marlin. How did you catch a marlin on that? That blows me. That blows my mind.
And I think I did it live, so I think everybody got to see it. It's just, Jane, the thing about stripe, I'm sorry, I'm going to reveal a big thing right here. The thing about striped marlin is if you take your time and just drive right up to them, you can catch them on a fly rod with 20 pound. I've seen many people catch them. They're not the smartest marlin. They're not a blue marlin or a black marlin. They're not the smartest marlin in the world. So if you just drive up on them nice and slow, I don't mean bury the stern and have water pouring over. I've never seen a time where you need to do that. But then again, I've only been fishing for 60 years, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I'm sure there's a time where you got to try to sink the boat. I just have never been in that position. If you just slowly back up on this marlin, he's going to come right to the boat. They're not. So my little tiny reel and my 9-foot rod does a number on them real quick. Real quick. You like that, Daniel? So you just back the boat up to them real slow and wind in all the line, and you can catch them pretty dang quick. It's those once in a while you'll get one of them stripers that swims down, wants to get down on the bottom. That's when I just grab my thumbs and put them on the spool and pop it off. I'm not into that. If he decides to go down, he won.
Understandable. Hey, I read Jeff's question a little bit differently. I read it as is your saltwater guide rod, so this is what Tiffany's building, going to have the ReelQuick for the Tesoro 5N? So that strikes me as that's kind of a special order. That's kind of a special order there to make sure that it does have the right reel seat on there for his reel.
So once you have the 27 millimeter reel seat on that rod, any of the reels that I've adapted to, you could have one of each of those reels and you can use them all one after another. Catch a fish on one, toss it in the trash, pick up your 5N, catch one fish on that, pick up your Okuma Kavala, slip that thing on there if there's bigger fish around. And now we're going to have the Cortez on that same size foot that fits the 23 millimeter reel seat. Anybody that calls me, I have the page on the website. that shows all the reels I've adapted to for the 23 millimeter reel seat. 27 millimeter reel seat has a whole other line of reels that are adapted to that size. So I hope that answers the question. But yes, the rod that she's building now it's a light rod, right, Tiffany? It's a 30-pound rod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's gonna require, or that is perfect for the 23 millimeter reel seat that covers your 10 to 60 pound setups roughly. Not with Dave's Tesoro 5NS catching a 90-pound marlin, but it's really the line class. So Dave has probably 65-pound braid on that Tesoro 5NS, and he's got whatever top shot on there. So yeah, it's work on that rod.
Yeah, well, 2 weeks ago, me and my buddy Jeff, we caught 20 rooster fish in an hour between the two of us on the same reel that I fished marlin with, the Tesoro 5. And it was absolutely as fast as you would pin on a mackerel, Dave Bacon, and drop it up. They were living under the boat, and they would just attack the mackerel. It was so cool. And they were all like 15 to 20 pounds, and they were biting. It was extremely rough. It was like you wouldn't be out there if they weren't biting rough, but they were biting. It was so cool. We knew we just had to get up there. It's only 11 miles up the coast from Cabo. We knew on the Pacific side, but we knew if we made it, it was going to be wide open. And we left the dock at 7 o'clock, and we were tied up to the dock at 11. It was
awesome.
It
Those are
was
the moments we live for.
absolutely.
And then it may have been rough, but sounds like you were going downhill on your way home.
Oh yeah, you didn't know. I mean, my buddy Jeff was like, "Whoa, whoa!" I'm just locked in, just having the blast. Because as I'm winding in my fish, I'm looking in the water. There's like 10 fish trying to eat the mackerel out of my fish's mouth. I'm like, I just can't wait to get this fish in so I can get another one.
Yeah, times like that you want to start the engine because you're afraid you might auto fillet about 4 fish.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was pretty dang cool. But Matt Ryan, you asked me, do I like the Tesoro or the Cortez? The Cortez 5 is a phenomenal reel. It works perfect. It's got a big power handle on it. It works just fine. And I got a bunch of them. The Tesoro 5N, unfortunately, if you don't get one that Daniel has, they don't make them anymore. They're not making them. So that's why I'm not promoting. That's why I'm not telling you guys to go get one. I'm not telling you to get one. It's the Okuma company. I love them. They've been a big supporter of Your Saltwater Guide for 20 plus years. But I can't understand why they discontinued one of the greatest reels they've ever made. But they're telling me the new one's going to be better. I don't know how you can make it better, but yeah, I'm not saying anything negative. They're a great product. I don't care what reel you get, from the spinning reel to the Macaira to anything below the Macaira. Phenomenal. The Cortez 5 works excellent. It's a great calico bass reel. It's a great rooster fish reel. It's a great marlin reel. Nobody else in their right mind would fish marlin with it, but the thing will work. It holds a phenomenal amount of line. You're going to love it, Matt. The only thing I would say is if Daniel has the Tesoro 5, you may want to get one from him because they're not making them anymore. And I think Daniel scarfed up the last ones they had. So
Dave, so Matt is getting 2 reels for the rod that's being made for him, by the way. He's getting the rod because you offered to supply him a reel. Sorry, he's getting that reel because you offered that. You had some favors done, which was awesome. But at the same time, he's getting the 5NS from me, too. He wants both reels.
His wife built Kelly's wedding ring.
That's awesome.
I had to cut Kelly's wedding ring off her finger. Her finger swelled up, so something wrong. And it was like, we got to get this thing off. So I grabbed my old trusty dikes that I would cut hooks off of people with and cut her wedding ring up. And then Matt Ryan and his beautiful wife put it all back together.
Oh,
Dave,
wow. I wish I had known that a few years back on that.
There's a YouTube video where you slip a string in underneath the ring.
Yeah,
and
that wouldn't work.
Didn't work, huh?
Yeah.
My dad had to cut mine off years back when we were in rough weather, and the lid slammed down on it and smashed it in half. And if he hadn't have cut it off, I probably would have lost my finger. So I'll have to get together with Matt and talk to him about redoing mine.
Yeah, his wife is just an absolute artist. She just put that thing together so great. Matt didn't have anything to do with it. She did it all.
But if it wasn't for Matt, we wouldn't have known.
Absolutely. But gang, you want to get, just let you know, that 5N, Daniel has the only ones that are for sale on the planet Earth. So you definitely want to check it out and get one from Daniel before they're all gone. So you guys can pick up the Your Saltwater Guide, pre-order them with Tiffany, the rod, and get that reel seat from Daniel put on there and get it the last few 5s that he has. It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, the rear grip and the foregrip that I'm making on that, here on Your Saltwater Guide, it's been the first time that people have actually been able to see how I do it. Getting more in depth in the elite class, in the weaving class, this is one of the grips that I teach them from beginning to end, step by step, on how to make this grip as well as how to weave. And then Saturday, coming up this Saturday, is the new 15-week course. Got a couple spots left. So if you want to learn how to build rods, really learn how to build rods, not one of those 2-day wham bam, thank you ma'am, throw it together and call it done. You're going to learn the action, deflection, the real meaning of a power of a rod, the power, deflection. You're going to learn several designs. You're going to learn how to pick out blanks with your components, how to put them together, step-by-step instructions on assembling them. You'll learn several different designs, different decorative wraps, basic marbling, and you'll learn how to refurbish a rod, how to fix a rod, decorative end wraps, just all sorts of stuff that will really, truly teach you how to build rods. Sometimes in classes, like Kevin can tell you, there's bloops and blumbers that happened where a lot of technical errors. And when that happens, I just add another class to the end of the thing when we can't get something to work right. But so there's always a curve and stuff. And once you get into the class, you'll have a number where you can call me and ask any questions, get help on your homework, on how to do stuff. So I'm always there for your need whenever you need more help. So this Saturday it starts. You get a free rain shadow blank with this class. Tomorrow night's the last night to sign up, and we've got just a couple spots open.
And I just put your QR code up on the screen, so for the last couple minutes of the show, just let everybody know they can sign up for the class. What I think, and your father, we both think, the most amazing thing, not only that you're going to learn how to wrap a rod, but you get a free rain shadow rod blank. You basically get a rod blank for signing up to the class. That pretty much takes care of the fee for signing up to the class.
Yeah.
Very much does, and gives you something to work with as well on your first build.
It's just absolutely amazing. And Tiffany will tell you because she's been buying components for rods for a very, very long time. You can go out and buy the components anywhere you want, or you can buy them at vaguerods.net, and you're going to save a phenomenal amount of money. Her prices are as good, if not better, than anybody else's on the planet, and you're in her class, so why wouldn't you get the components from her too? Talk about that for just a few minutes, Tiffany.
Well, the components, we give up to 40% off of MSRP. So, and then we help them pick out, the components that they want to the blank that they want to purchase. In the class, you get a free rain shadow blank. So we go over blueprints of what like Batson Enterprises suggests for certain blanks. You get a choice of like 70 different blanks we go through, and you get to pick one of them. It's not like everybody gets the same blank. There's over 70 different blanks to choose from, and you choose them whether you're fly fishing, if you're freshwater, bass fishing, trout fishing, rockfish, lingcod, tuna, all sorts of different ways people fish. Not everybody fly fishes. Not everybody trout fishes. There's so many different types of fishing. So we have it to where you get to choose over 70 different blanks to choose from for the type of fishing that you're going to be doing. And so that's how that works. And so after the third day, after we go through, the materials, what they're made of, the different components, the rings, different materials of the rings and stuff, and what they're good for, what type of line they're good for. Then you pick out what blank you want after you learn about the materials of the blank. So you've got this huge long list to choose from. Anybody that's been in my class, they'll tell you it's a long list. It's not just one for everybody. It's broken down into the different types of fishing.
I'm going to add to that just the value. I mean, if you've built rods before and you've gone to different websites or stores or whatever and bought your components, check vaguerods.net. It's going to be lower. The price, Tiffany's prices are almost always lower than anybody, except when they have some super special flash sale or something like that. Everyday prices, Tiffany's are definitely the best. So she teaches the best, she offers the best prices. It's a go.
Yeah, I think that you can't beat it. It's absolutely incredible, because not only are you getting a deal on these products, but Tiffany's teaching you how to use them and how to put them together. That's crazy. The whole package is all together in one spot. And I know all the members of Your Saltwater Guide that have done the class, they're just so impressed. I mean, Lisa, come on, look at her. She
is just phenomenal.
She's making diamond wraps and all kinds of stuff that I can't even dream about. She's putting it together. She's making a rod she already made a rod for her husband. How cool. Mm-hmm. What a great Christmas present. Well,
I bet his friends are jealous.
All they have to do right here, QR code, sign up to the class. She's got a couple spots available. It starts on Saturday at 9 a.m. She's got a couple spots available, gang. Check it out. What do you have to lose? You sign up for the class, you get a free rod blank. Come on. You're going to buy a rod blank anyway. You might as well get one for the price of the class and take off from there. You might, like Dave Bacon said, you might start a whole business by attending Tiffany's class.
You likely will. You likely will. Yeah. And I just want to throw a thank you to Jeff here. He's been making some comments about me as a dad and a lucky dad for having a daughter like Tiffany. And I just want to say thank you. I agree.
Except for when I was 14.
Well, that's when I grounded you for life, and here we are. Yeah, except for that moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're very, very lucky, man. And she's a very lucky young lady that she still has her father in her life. That's both her parents. You're very lucky, Tiffany. You don't understand it. We're lucky we grew up the way we grew up, and we're lucky to have great fathers, and you're lucky to still have your father with you. So I want to thank you all for watching our show today. I thought it was a pretty good show, and we had a great participation. And Jeff, thank you very much for keeping this thing rolling. And Matt, thank you for all you do. And all the other people that were on here today that helped keep this show rolling. We appreciate you and all your comments. And listen, gang, tomorrow I got a couple of guests. No one knows if they can make it or not. We're going to have a great show regardless of the fact that we'll get a guest or not. But I want to tell you, tomorrow night, Justin goes live lobster fishing again tomorrow night. And then Saturday night, he goes live again with Lisa and the crew. It's going to be absolutely incredible, entertaining. And if you guys have been paying attention, the lobsters are crawling for Justin. They're crawling pretty good. I don't know if they're crawling for everybody else, but they are crawling for our members because they're constantly reporting on our website. So we're in store for a great show tomorrow night with Justin, live hoop netting. The other night he went, did you watch that, Tiffany? He went live and he had himself, Anthony, the owner of Pokeco, and his son Rylan. That was it on the boat. And they made Rylan pull every single hoop. And he's 11 years old, and he caught full limits for the whole boat.
Isn't he an incredible kid?
Yeah.
That kid is just, oh my Lord.
That's good weight training.
Weight training.
It was a great show. You can go back and watch it, gang. It was just a couple days ago. Go back and watch it if you want. The last thing you want to do is watch the news. So watch some cool videos. Be with us tomorrow. We'll be live at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for another great podcast. Dave Bacon, as always, thank you for everything. Thanks for the great game plans. We love those game plans. You put together a really cool deal, and I really appreciate it. Tiffany, thanks for everything you do. Daniel Rubin, thanks for all the support. And thanks for constantly being there to support Your Saltwater Guide, the channel. And we're going to have a great time at the show. So everybody, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.